Hello, fellow wrestling fans. How are you? Here they know what happened on NXT for January the 16th, 2024. The opening match was Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic first round matchup. Trick Williams, Camille Hayes against the team of Adufus and Malachi. Trick Williams drop kicked Malachi, then delivered back to back body slams. Then he tagged in Camille Hayes, tossed him halfway up in the air, and slammed him down on top of Malachi. That was cool. Malachi Doofus and Iceland Camilo Hayes deliver a double team clothesline on him, a double team 619 clothesline combo, double team flapjack. Camilo Hayes finally got away, tagged in Trick. Trick got in. He Irish whipped a Doofus into a rock bottom. That was cool. Then Camilo Hayes delivered a code breaker on a Doofus, and then Trick hit the running sidekick on him for the 1-2-3. They advanced in the Dusty Classics and to face the winner of the later on matchup between LWO and Chase University. Next up, Ollie Valkyrie and her secret crush, Texty Prexy. She came out dressed up just like the champion. You couldn't even tell them apart. I love this storyline. It reminds me so much of today with Mickey James and Trish Stratus. That cool. That was cool. This one's even better. They took on the team of Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez, Ollie Valkyrie started off. Lopez applied a matchlock submission right into a chin lock. Then she went for a roundhouse kick. Ollie Valkyrie ducked, tagged in Prexy. Prexy came in top row cross body on Elektra Lopez. Quickly tagged in Ollie Valkyrie. Ollie Valkyrie ran in, overhit German suplexed her into a pinfall attempt, but Lola Vice broke it up. Then Prexy tagged back in the game, came off the ropes, and Lola Vice just drilled her for a roundhouse kick. Irish whipped her in the corner, and then Elektra Lopez delivered like 3 shoulder tackles on the corner. They delivered a double team clothesline to Prexy. They basically beat the crap out of poor Prexy. Ollie Valkyrie got in and started cleaning house. All 4 of them were fighting. And Lola Vice roundhouse kicked. Went for the champion, but she ducked. And Texty Prexy got blasted in the face with a roundhouse kick. But she fell on top of Elektra Lopez, who Ollie Valkyrie knocked down a couple minutes beforehand, and got the win. So the winners were Ollie Valkyrie and Texty Prexy. Backstage after the match, Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez were arguing back and forth for who cost who the match. And then they said, okay, the Battle Royal, it is everyone for themselves, but we'll work together to like the final 4. And then one of us will win and go on to challenge Ollie Valkyrie at Vengeance Day. But Elektra Lopez asked Lola Vice, like, is it true what Ollie Valkyrie said last week, that you prefer to be a singles champion and not a tag champion? Lola Vice never answered her. That leads into something about Royal. Next up, Ridge Holland, within like 2 minutes, beat Joe Coffey with a forearm and a scoop slam. Like that, 2 moves beat Joe Coffey? No, I didn't like that at all. After the match, Galdis, 3-on-1, beat down the whole way. Hell out Ridge Holland. That poor guy got his ass handed to him. And they kept looking at the entrance ramp. They're like, see, nobody's coming out to help you because you want to be a single superstar. Yeah, they laid him. He was laid out. He was like destroyed. Next up was the other classic Dusty Rhodes final first round matchup between the LWO. That was surprise tag team. That was cool. Joaquin Wall and Del Tolo with Selena Vega ringside against Duke Hudson and Roddy Osborne with Adrian Chase ringside. Roddy Osborne, Tolo started off and they started doing a unique pinfall attempts one after the other. LWO double team hip toss suplex splash on Roddy. That was cool. Duke got inside, slammed Joaquin Wild down, suplex both guys, sent both of them to the outside of the ring, tagged in Roddy Osborne, who dove off the ropes and flattened down both LWO members on the outside. Joaquin Wild, this was cool at one point, did a back body drop into a GTS onto Roddy Osborne. That was awesome. Duke Hudson, man, he was on fire. He cleaned house. He delivered a bookend out of the corner on Tolo. They friggin' Alabama slammed the holy heck out of Joaquin Wild. Then he delivered a Dusty Rhodes punch elbow combo on Del Tolo. Then Joaquin Wild ended his fury with a super kick, or so he thought, until Duke Hudson bounced off the ropes and big boot him right in the face. All 4 guys were fighting everybody. Joaquin Wild delivered a tornado DDT through the ropes onto Duke Hudson on the outside, rolled him in, tagged in Joaquin Phoenix. They got rid of Riley Osborne, sent him flying over the ropes, and Toto hit a 450 splash of Duke Hudson for the 1-2-3. So they advanced in the Dusty Classic. They were face Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, not next week, but the week after. Next up this was set up from a backstage segment where basically I called it Eddie Bearhill introduced himself to Eddie Thorpe. They already talked before him in a tag team. I knew that was going to happen. Dijak was in the locker room saying, well, I already beat Eddie Thorpe. I could beat you. And Bearhill was like, yeah, well, I could fight you. And Dijak's like, well, now I think of it, you don't even shouldn't be here because you didn't earn a contract at the breakout tournament. And Eddie Bearhill let us know that HBK gave him a contract in NXT because, remember, in the tournament, Alexis King took him out of the tournament to replace him. Dijak, Eddie Bearhill fought off. Bell rang, Eddie Bearhill running shoulder tackle the whole way out of Dijak. That was awesome. Dijak just went flying halfway across that ring. Then he delivered punches in the corner. Dijak ended up shoving him away. Then delivered the discus clothesline to level Bearhill. They were fighting. End up outside the ring where for some reason Joe Casey was on a guest commentary. And for some reason Dijak started mouthing off to him. And Joe Casey shoved the announce table and bumped Dijak. And that allowed Eddie Bearhill to repeatedly smash his face on the ring apron. Roman in the ring went to do a move out of the corner. Dijak hit the discus big boot for the 1-2-3. After the match, him and Joe Casey started fighting up to the stage. I don't know why they were fighting. Makes no sense whatsoever. And then Alexis King attacked Eddie Bearhill and delivered a swinging neck breaker. And basically said, you shouldn't be on NXT because you're no good. This led to a match next week. It's going to be Eddie Bearhill versus Alexis King. Main event time. 21 Battle Royal. The winner will face Ali Valkyrie at Vengeance Day for the NXT Women's Championship, but it was a surprise twist. The Final Four winner would make the match a Fatal 4-Way. Now, before the match, Cora Jade, she just returned 3 weeks ago, and she tore her ACL in a live event house show. She's out for a year, folks. That's a shame. I like Cora Jade. That's just a shame because she just came back from an injury and she just got injured again. That sucks. The first one out of the 21 Battle Royal was Jackson from Metaphor. Gingy hit Bunner off to the outside and drop kicked her off the ring apron. Last Legend and Izzy Dame, Kaden James' partner, they stereo clothesline 2 newcomers over the ropes. They both held on and stood there and waited for Last Legend and them and her to basically big boot them off the ring apron to the floor and eliminate them. Like, I don't know. Like, you had like 2-3 minutes to get back in the ring. I don't know why they didn't. Jordan, she ran at Last Legend. Last Legend picked her up and tossed her over the ropes. But she tossed her too far and she landed on top of the announce table. So Jordan did the typical Kofi Kingston, Naomi unique way to get back in the ring, only just to be like Kofi Kingston and Naomi get her ass handed to her for the rest of the match. Like Izzy Dame, Kaden James, mudhole stumped and walked her dry in that corner, man. Like, I don't know how many mudhole stumps they give her in that corner. Last Legend at one point grabbed hold of Texty Prexy and started just whipping her into out of Wyndham and then tossed her ass out of the ring to eliminate her. At one point, Jordan delivered a kind of like a, I don't know what it was. It was like kind of, I think she was going for a DDT off the ropes. She really didn't connect with it onto a newcomer. Blair Davenport was doing really good until a newcomer, I don't even know who she is, clotheslined her over the ropes. And so Blair Davenport got mad, pulled her outside the ring, and just smoked her with her right hand. Tossed her back of the ring so Santina Morales' daughter Grace could pick her up to eliminate her. And then Grace stood there thinking she won the whole thing. There was like 12 women left. You didn't win the Battle Royal. She turned around. Gingy just freaking blasted her in the face of headbutt. Tossed her ass out of the ring. Thank you, Gingy. Gingy drop kicked Davenport. I'm sorry. That was somebody else. Thea Hill. Thea Hill did a running swing and neck break on Roxanne Perez. Then she delivered one to Izzy Dame. And then she stood by the ropes and did like the Hulk Hogan hawk up thing. Then someone tossed her out over the top rope. And I know it's JC Jade and Tiffany Stratton. I did not see how they got eliminated because when I was watching on TV, they were still in the ring, but when they came back for commercials, they were gone. So that sucks. Like, I didn't see who eliminated them. I apologize there. The final four winner were Roxanne Perez, Kaden James, Jordan, and Daisy Duke. Roxanne delivered kind of like a sunset flip face slam on Kaden James. Then her and Jordan delivered top rope moves onto the other two with them. Kaden James just had enough. She spine busted Daisy Duke, paid dirt onto Roxanne out of the corner. Then she Irish whipped Roxanne in one corner, Irish whipped Jordan into the other, and then delivered stereo cartwheel shoulder tackles to both of them in the corner. And like I said, she was on fire until Daisy Duke leveled her with a spine buster of her own. Then Roxanne Perez went for hot pox on Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke reversed it, knocked down Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez hit hot pox on Kaden James finally. Then out of nowhere, Jordan hit a top rope moonsault to break up the pin. Then she quickly jumped off the top rope for the split-legged moonsault, but Izzy Dame, Kaden James' friend, pulled her out of the way. And that allowed Roxanne to pick up the win. So it kind of backfired on Kaden James' Izzy Dame there. So your winner is Roxanne Perez. Of all the 20 women in the Battle Royal, I rather prefer to see anybody else besides her win it. She's had so many opportunities for the NXT Women's Championship. And she's not all that good, folks. Like, I don't see the wow factor. Let me know below in the comments. Do you agree with me about Roxanne Perez should not have won it? Or do you actually see something I don't see in her? Because I don't see nothing interesting about her. Next week, it's announced that it's Ali Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez going to have a contract signing. Lexis King versus Eddie Bell. And the Dusty Rhodes Classic semifinals, it's going to be Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker against Nathan Frazer and Axiom. Now, it was a funny segment backstage with Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker walks up, and Baron Corbin's already delivering the interview. He says, "Hey man, I don't understand this. This text you sent me says, interview now, double thumb emojis." Baron Corbin said, "Yeah, because the interview's happening now." And I'm like, "Did you come up with a cool tag nickname for us yet?" Braun Breaker's like, "You know what? I was having the shower, and I was thinking about you, and I thought of a cool tag team, the Wild Dogs." And Corbin's like, whoa. First off, you were thinking about me while you were having a shower. No, that ain't happening. Braun Breaker's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. And then Corbin's like, second off, we ain't going to be called the Wild Dogs. Come up with something else. Braun Breaker's like, how about Wolf Dogs? Nope. Wild Boars? Corbin's like, yeah, we got to work on this tag name. Yep, and they walked away. That was a funny segment. Dragunov returned. He confronted Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes in the locker room. He says, I'm back. I'm back and cleared to compete. At Vengeance Day, Trick, you are farting. Get your obligated world title match. Trick got excited. Then when Dragunov left, Carmelo Hayes like, you forgetting something? We're in the Dusty Classic. And if we win next week, we're in the finals, which is at Vengeance Day. So Trick Williams is like, oh man, that's right. So that's okay, man. We can pull double duty. I'll help you win the Dusty Classic. I'll help you win the tag team titles. And then I'll win the world title. I'll become the first ever Triple Crown champion. Which upset Carmelo Hayes because he wants to become the first ever Triple Crown champion. So I think you're eventually going to see Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams end up fighting each other. JC Jade was with the other women in the back room, in the locker room. Whatever they got going on, and apparently he's working to get some money for help Adrian Chase pay off the gambling debt he owns. The Dons, the tag champs. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess they're bringing in the money. JBL appeared backstage. Sorry, phone's ringing. Hand over to my mom there. He approached Josh Briggs. He said, there's a reason why I picked you for the Iron Survivor Challenge. He said, I see something in you. You're more than a big guy. He said, and Josh Briggs like, okay. What should I do? And JBL said, be yourself. Whack up the wins. That's what you gotta do. Be yourself and keep winning. So Josh Briggs, thanks for the advice. Noam Dar and Masao was backstage. They were waxing the Heritage Cup trophy in the locker room. Then Von Wagner, Mr. Stone walked in. Von Wagner won an opportunity at the Heritage Cup, and he said, "So all I gotta do is beat you once." Noam Dar's like, "No, you gotta beat me twice." So Von Wagner's like, "Oh, so I beat you once, and I fight you again, beat you again." Noam Dar's like, "Yeah, but in the same match." So Von Wagner was acting like dumb, like he didn't know what the rules of the Heritage Cup are. But after the Matter 4 left, he told Mr. Stone, "I know exactly how to win the Heritage Cup. I was just fooling with the guys." It was a comedy segment. It was all that comical. There was a training segment of Drew Gulak, Charlie Dempsey, Cap, and Ion Bones. They were training, and Drew Gulak announced that from now on, you start before they wrestle. They're going to choose who represents the group. If you lose, you may be out of the group. If you win, you're still in it. Because he said he's sick and tired of them losing all the time. Cap and Charlie Dempsey and Ion Bones agreed to that stipulation, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Umafima, your new North American champion, he came out, addressed, now that he's the new North American champion, the first thing he's doing is canceling the open challenges. Now that it's Dragon Lee coming out. I went to say Dragunov there. Sorry, folks. Dragon Lee, he came out. And he said that that's not fair for the talent backstage because when he was North American champion, he kept constantly having open challenges. That he said, to better myself as a champion, you should do the same thing. And Umafima said, why would I do the same thing to you that cost you the title? He said, as far as he's concerned, Dragon Lee is below him, and everybody else is below him. So Dragon Lee's like, okay, you want to be like that? He said, at Vengeance Day, I'll see you in the ring for that North American Championship. And Umafima's like, what do you mean? I'm not giving you a free handout title shot. And Dragon Lee's like, in case you forgot, I was the former champion on NXT. Any former champion that loses the title gets automatic rematch clause. So at NXT Vengeance Day, it's going to be Umafima versus Dragon Lee for the North American Championship. That should be a very good match. And that's it for segments on NXT. I love the Final Four teams that's in the Dusty Classic. I'm hoping the finals is Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker against Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, because that'd be one hell of a finals matchup at the Dusty Classic at Vengeance Day. Let me know below, folks. Who would you like to see win the Dusty Rhodes Classic with the Final Four teams as remaining? Trick and Carmelo Hayes, the LWO, Ridge, Nathan Fraser, Axiom, or Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Stay safe, everybody. Sweet bye.